Hey guys, thanks and welcome for another Wednesday with us, Meet the Shoe.
Mhm.
And we have a lot to talk about. Uh, First of all, we want to say thank you guys for your support. We want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you share our video, share our audio takes and replays and stuff like that because we still got a lot, like 100 stuff
Yep.
things in the background. So hey, come on, y'all. Help us get up there to that what 5,000, 3,000 something subscription.
10,000, 20,000.
Yes. But anyway, today we're gonna talk about a man in St. Paul. It was going viral.
Right.
He had a shirt that said what is it was a red shirt
Hmm.
and it said something about stop smash white supremacy.
Right.
Smash white supremacy on his t-shirt. And
Hey,
when he
Jeff.
took his hoodie off, I was like, what the heck is he doing? And he's like, I really don't even want the award. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably get to my grandma, my mom, or somebody like that. I'm like, wow. I mean, he really gave them a below the belt punch because the chief, he didn't suspect that. He did not suspect
Right.
saying that
He
because
thought
he
that
wanted
he
the
thought
award.
that he was gonna come in like congratulating the police, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though he didn't speak against the police, that wasn't his intent
No,
at
it
all.
wasn't. No.
And hey, Jeff, it wasn't his intent to speak against them, but he just used his platform for
Mm-hmm.
what he wanted to use his platform for. They didn't tell him what he had to say, right? He said what he
Exactly.
wanted to say.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I didn't think that he was going to go viral for that, but he clearly did.
Oh, really? Because what happened, he was helping some people got shot in St. Paul.
Right.
He helped a gunshot. Somebody was wounded, a couple people,
Okay. Yeah.
and he ran to help those people,
Hmm.
make sure they didn't bleed out or whatever. And he was waving down the police. He kept on trying to wave them down.
And
And
they didn't stop.
they wouldn't stop. They kept on going to the address that there was called to when
Mm.
he was like, the victims are right here, stop. He said 5 or 6 police cars just went right past him and didn't even pay
Mhm.
him any attention. So he's saying that the police is a joke and they're not for us. You know what I'm saying? They're not for black and brown people. You know what I'm saying? They're not here to keep us safe, technically.
Right.
And he just went on and spoke his piece in front of
Hmm.
the camera with no unapologetically. But
They didn't stop him.
it was too late. They didn't know what he was gonna say, but you could tell the frustration on the chief's face when he went
Yeah.
to, like
When he
cut it
was
out,
speaking, like he wanted to break in and tell him to stop, but then he knew that he was on camera. See, everything being visual now, right?
oh yes,
In front of the camera, they're gonna make it as hey, I'm for the community. Not to say that the chief isn't, right?
right.
But he really was real uncomfortable, like you said. When I seen his face on there, I was like, is he not saying something on a prompter or something? Because you never know when they're talking, if they're reading off of a card or if they're letting him freestyle, but they let him speak his mind. Hey,
Well, they
Mayla.
didn't let him. They expected him to say, okay, he's getting his honorary award, and he's gonna say something nice about the police. Yo, thank you for honoring me as a Good Samaritan in St. Paul. I'm getting this award, blah blah blah, because I did this and that. I did a good justice for the community. Nope. He
Right.
told them how it really was.
Right, I know, I mean, I applaud him for using his platform for what he wanted to say. That's what he got the award for, right? For
Right.
helping. Most people would have kept on walking, been scared, especially somebody getting shot,
Hey,
right?
Jamila, how's it
Hey,
going?
Layla. You would think that most people when you hear a gunfire they're like, oh, run, right? But he
Yes,
didn't. He ran to the victims instead of running away. So that
yes,
was a
that was
real. And
nice.
then, like I said, just to be worldwide like it is, and they said in Minnesota, man, I seen that on Shade Room how they
Huh.
was talking about what his speech of what he gave. So I'm glad that he got it off his chest, though.
He did. He got it off his chest, and millions of people are viewing it, and it's being shared all over. Because I shared it.
All right. Like Minnesota, known for something good, huh? All the
Right,
stuff that they put on us that be so bad,
right.
especially with all of the stuff that's been happening, back to back. At
Yes,
least something finally comes through with goodness, right?
yes,
Greatness, rather.
yes. It does. Yes, it does. Oh my God! Then we go into the arsonist. The
Right,
arsonist that was um convicted, him, his wife. So when the George Floyd incident happened,
right,
he was murdered by the police. Minnesota was in an uproar. We had
right.
people from all over the Midwest, even if from afar, to come to Minnesota and help protest. And there were riots breaking out at night in the evening time.
Mm-hmm.
So this specific couple, which I don't know how they found them, but cameras everywhere. So I mean, people should know you're being watched. I don't care if you're at a stoplight picking your booger, a book out your nose. You know what I'm saying? You're being watched. If they have to go back and find you picking that booger, they're gonna find you picking that booger at one of these damn stoplights, red light, green light, whatever. They're gonna find you.
Right,
And they're gonna take the time you pick that booger out and everything, how big it was too. So this the couple, they fled to Mexico.
But they're from Rochester, right?
I'm not sure if they were
Yeah,
from.
that's what they said. Rochester man convicted.
It sure was Rochester man. And he
Yes,
got
Jeff,
some years.
Minneapolis.
Yeah, he got some years. How much do you
Yeah,
remember how much time
he
he got?
got 78 months. 78 months for starting the arson from during the George Floyd riots, right? He he's the one that he burnt businesses down, right? And
Yeah,
when they went to Mexico, he thought that
he
they
got
was
away.
never going to get caught. Yeah, he thought that he got
Feds
away.
was waiting on them right there. The federales was like, bringing them right on back over the line. Don't look. That's the line boss.
Right. You know what? You know what was so weird about that at that time? Anybody that did anything got caught.
Yes.
Everybody that stole, that looted, they followed their cars, especially the people that did pawn shops.
Oh,
Some got away, but some didn't. And a lot of cars that were driving away from the scene and seen during, parking lots and pulling up and all that, they actually waited some months and then they went in later or send them letters in the mail. Hey, you got to come turn yourself in.
Yeah.
These are your charges. You were seen on camera, stealing from looting, actually, not stealing, looting from these different stores. And people caught cases. A lot of people caught cases during that time that thought that, tearing the businesses down, that they weren't never going to get caught, but they did.
Oh, they did.
And they were serious about going all the way to Mexico to get them because they could have killed people.
Yeah. Starting a fire could have killed a lot of people in there because there was a couple big name stores they burned now.
Right.
So,
I was wondering, like, what made them come from another city? There was other people coming from other cities and out of town just to come to burn down the police station, right? They took that opportunity to do so.
To burn the police station. But when you think about it, when you're in that atmosphere, that negative atmosphere, you all hyped and you see other people going in stealing stuff, and you think that's your opportunity to steal something and think you can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does. Everyone does it. Nobody's excluded. You know what I'm saying? Because at times I was like, shit, maybe I should go down there. Look, that stinking thing.
Something free.
Like, I'll probably give me a TV too. Look at her walking out with that 72 inch. You know what I'm saying? But that stinking thinking will kind of creep over you and take you out. And so think in the back of your head, once you do that, something is
your whole life is done. Because then if you do that and then everybody see you on TV like, dang, They was that petty. They wanted to get a TV. They could have just went in there and bought it. Now you all over the news.
Right. Like it was
Everybody
one
talking
guy
about
here.
you.
It was one guy here. Um, he was on. He got on. He got on Facebook like he was in front of the store. Like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, showing what he stole.
He stole, and then I think he burnt some. They popped his ass real good. Yeah, they popped.
They got they well, like you said, at that time his adrenaline was going. He felt that, hey, I can get away with it. All this commotion and all this stuff going around my head, I can be slick and still too. They ain't gonna catch me. Why they gonna come get little old me,
Right. Girl, look, I was floored when I stood out there. We was doing our little good work, video and stuff.
Right.
And I was floored when I see some Arabs walking out with big bags out of Target. I said, dang, they steal too.
Yeah. I guess it's no discrimination, I guess, when it comes to thievery, huh?
Girl, bye. They had that one of them had his long little dress on, they were outfit. I'm like looking, I said, oh man, they gone all the way up.
The thing about it too, at that time when there was a lot of when that looting was going on, it's like the police didn't care afterwards, Maybe this was during the time that it was taking time for, I guess, what is it, the U.S. Army or whatever, those people, it took time for the military to come and block all of the businesses and help, people that needed help that lived right there in that area where it had went down at. And they was taking advantage of everything, just people's houses too. It wasn't just businesses; it was people's homes as well.
People's houses, and that's the sad part about it, because you wouldn't expect somebody to even throw go in your house stealing or even set it on fire, because some houses got set on fire as well.
Right.
And it was some houses when the police just ran up in their house thinking they had something to do with stuff, and they're just sitting on their porch watching.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just a lot of mayhem. It was mayhem. It was a lot of mayhem going on.
And the thing about that, at that time, it seems like that time right there spilled a lot of bad, a lot of pressure right now that's going on. A lot of people are speaking out, acting out, not with just, we covered the Kanye West last week, but this week,
he is acting a fool. Y'all get this man some medication.
I mean, I don't know if it's really medication.
Girl,
though.
Yes.
No, a lot of this, I'm excluding what he said about George Floyd, right? Go back to what he was stating about Jewish community. He says that he's not talking about all Jewish as a whole. Right. He's saying the ones that are in position in the music industry, in the clothing industry, in Hollywood. He's speaking on his experience, right?
Jewish people, right?
That they will never put a black man over them. The opportunity there's no opportunity for us. Right. A lot of the things that he's saying is out of pocket, but when you sit and you listen to his frustration of what he's speaking on, the thing where he's messing up, that stop being all over the place. Stick in one spot and stay there.
Yes, because by him saying different things and it's chopped up, once we get it in media, it's so chopped up that you don't even know what direction he's coming in, and it's like he's being negative and racist, because they were feeling like he's being racist, and he's like, no, I'm not being per se racist. I'm just telling my experience of what's going on with me and my businesses dealing with these people. So
did you not know that? I never knew, y'all, that he's been a billionaire for 6 years. Forbes did not tell us that. And as Black people, we need to know that. Right. Like they were saying on the EYL podcast, they're calling him crazy, but guess what? He ain't too crazy, because he beat all of us there.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That man has 11 billion B, like to make it to 11 billion and to be quiet and to push me down and to see that I skipped through all of this, that I beat the odds major. Why are you mad? And why are you silencing me? So now I'm going to do all these things to get attention. I don't like what he said
Right.
about George Floyd. I thought that was very disrespectful.
It
And
was.
then it's George Floyd's family, right?
They're
Because
suing him.
that's who he's hurting, his family. So because the fact that you didn't watch what we watched, that was disrespectful to
Yeah.
speak on that.
Yes, it
Now
was.
he has to answer to whoever for what he done.
Yeah.
Going
So,
forward, it's showing us that you do have to read everything. You do have to make sure that um you're not signing your life away when you're
yes.
doing business with people.
Hmm.
And it does make you put a pause on who you can and cannot trust.
Right.
Because in business, nobody wins. It's always a problem in business, no
It,
matter what.
hmm. Hmm.
It's never going to be smooth. And
No.
so what he has to do is when he's speaking to the community, he needs to speak as in teaching, not as in taught.
Right.
Meaning he was taught that lesson already, right?
Hmm.
If you're trying to teach us a lesson, you need to be educating us. Don't run us away from you, run us
Right.
to you. He is a billionaire.
Jeff says he's very smart and calculated, but yet a lot of the times he's all over the place with his conversation. He is. That's
Very
yeah,
much
he's
so,
all over the
Jeff.
place. So
Oh
and
my
then
God.
people misinterpret what he's saying because he's so all over the place. You're right.
Right.
You're right. And
Yeah.
and to tell you the truth, his George Floyd's daughter and the mother
Uh-huh.
are
Mm.
attempting to sue him, but they publicized that they were going to sue him before they put the paperwork in.
Suit in. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of backwards. I don't know if they
Right.
threatened him, tell him to be
Mm.
quiet or whatever, but it's already out there. But 200, they're asking for 250 million,
Yeah. The
somewhere
reason
around
why
that
they asked for that much as well is because they considered him as a friend. They considered him this is an attorney was speaking earlier stating that they considered him as a friend, that he gave money to them during the time of the trial and things like that. He gave
right?
money to them, and it seems as though he's kind of got a little influence from Candace Owens, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
He speaks for himself though, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
But with her added to it, it's just blowing up.
And
It's just getting worse and
they
worse.
should block that documentary they dropping too. Should no one want to buy it? Netflix, anyone? They should not even be airing.
There is one of her classmates that's on TikTok that stated that she got into a big thing at her school. They were treating her prejudice or going against her or whatever,
Yes.
right? This was when she was in high school. They dogged her out. She had to sue. They said the NAACP and some other organization got into where she could school the school system, right? They
Yeah,
helped her. Now all of a sudden you're against everything.
you're
I'm
against.
confused.
You said you're against your black people when it was the white people at the school did her dirty at the time.
Right. And now she's siding, it seems as though she's siding with everything that racist people agree to
Yeah. Hmm.
against her own people.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's what I'm
weird.
saying about her, is that you got the NAACP to help you when you had a lawsuit against the school system,
Now
right?
you want to talk bad about the NAAC, Black Lives Matter, and all them people.
Right.
Oh,
And as far as Black Lives Matter goes, it's not the Black Lives Matter that is the issue, because Black lives do matter. Not to never say that white lives didn't. I mean, it's obviously they're running majority, they're running everything, right? So that's obvious. The thing about it is that we're the slogan of Black Lives Matter was because we're constantly getting killed,
yeah,
and not just police brutality, in the medical
yeah,
system, in the prison system and
Yep.
also in the school system. It's like in the banking system.
Yeah.
Like we're failing at everything because how it's controlled. So
Right.
I'm not a lot of the things that he said is making a lot of sense. I just wish that he'd be consistent on
Explain it
where he's
better.
standing.
Right. And speaking of banking,
Mhm.
JP Morgan and Chase
Right,
asked Kanye West, they're severing their relationship with him.
right.
All the billions of dollars that's in their bank, they want him to remove it and go to another bank.
Yeah. As he
That's
should. Do what they asked you to do. He
yeah,
should.
but wow.
Billionaire or not, and they're losing a lot of money because guess what? There's gonna be a lot of regardless of who's calling them crazy, nobody's agreeing. You didn't make it to 11 billion to not have no fans. You didn't make it to $11 billion to not invest right and do
Right,
right with your funds.
right.
So
So I wonder what
just
bank will he go to?
he said he's buying his own bank.
He did say that.
He's
Yeah,
buying his own bank. He gonna bank himself, and I don't understand why he can't anyway. Because you
right.
can. I've
Mhm.
been told that since I was a kid that you can build your own bank. You don't even have to deal with the banks,
Yes.
and
So
it's always
Kanye,
best to bank credit
he's
union anyway.
right. He's just need to. He said he just need a little bit of information, and he's gone from there. Go to that black woman in Chicago that has his own bank. Kanye, get with her. Yes.
I'm pretty sure he's already on it. I mean, he's speaking and out about it. But when they said that to him, when they told him to remove his money, he's got millionaire car. I bet his phone ain't stopped ringing.
Okay. Oh, he got
I
people
bet, I
knocking him
bet,
down.
I bet you Wells Fargo.
Okay, right. And look, people try to run for Wells Fargo.
Well, right, but I'm just saying, I bet you Wells Fargo,
Okay.
who else? US Bank, I bet
Yes.
you all of them,
Bank of
all the
America.
little bitty credit unions, everybody done hollered at him by
Oh
now.
yeah.
His phone, his email is blown up. It's overloaded. You better believe that.
Okay.
11 billion?
He probably
Who
got
don't
more than
want
that in
that
there,
money in their bank?
girl.
I'm just saying who
But you know what? He should have more than one bank anyway.
he
All
does.
that money.
He does, but
Okay.
majority of his accounts, it's
Oh,
not just one. He
Yeezy is
got a
right
lot. Yes, he got a lot of business there.
there.
He ain't got just one, he
Yeah.
got a lot. So he can take all of that and put it over here in 100 different credit unions.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Look,
I'd be in a credit union, forget the
man.
bank, because the banks ain't giving you nothing, no way. They gonna
That's
overcharge you. They gonna charge you off for everything. Look at how much money they make off of us swiping. People still
okay.
haven't got that yet. They
Oh,
still haven't figured out that it's better for us to use a credit card versus a debit card.
right.
And
Don't,
then they're so slick, they won't even give us a credit limit that's high enough for us, a lot of times, for us to pay all our bills because they
they
know
don't,
we learning the game now.
right. They don't want to do that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So, yeah. Kanye.
Another issue I wanted to talk about was Ray J. So Ray J, a week ago, speaking of, we are in the same realm, Kim Kardashian,
Okay.
Kanye West thing, right?
Mhm.
So Ray J was on social media a week ago, and he stated that he wanted to kill himself. Why is everybody quitting? Why is this a time right now to where everybody quit? Everybody's either over emotional,
Yeah.
they want to kill themselves, or they want to kill somebody, right? Just can't take it, right? He wanted to kill himself about some stuff that he was going through with his wife or ex-wife.
Right.
So why now though?
I think
It's like he's jumping on to the crazy with everybody else. Is it just something in the air? Is it in the water? Because
I
a
think
lot of people been tripping this past month.
but you know
It's
what?
been heavy.
Situations and things pile up on you. Sometimes some people have a breaking point. Either that breaking point gonna make them be stronger or it's gonna get them weaker. So his breaking point, he probably on wits end, and he's probably kind of, some of them are getting broke, quiet as kept. A lot of them
Right.
don't have as much money as they was having 2-3 years ago. You know what I mean? So and
You
he got
think it has a lot to do with money? Because he went from the Hollywood franchise down to the Miami franchise. And it looks just on the outside looking in, Ray J, in case you see this, right?
Right.
It looks like Princess loves him just as much as he loves her. He's saying he loves her. The
Right.
difference is she said he's been cheating. Only cheating she's done is being with him and
In
other
the bed.
women in the
Yep.
bedroom. She
Yep.
don't even agree of it.
No.
But she been lowering herself to satisfy him.
Yeah.
So
But
how
you
you
just
gonna
don't
kill
know.
yourself?
He
She
done
been
open.
being a mom and
Yep.
trying to satisfy you
Yep.
and going against the grain for you, but you want to kill yourself. Like
Right.
I can't understand that. Like it's like people is using that either I'm mentally ill or I'm gonna
Girl, look
be
what he done did to his
suicidal.
hair. Look what he done did to his hair.
I
He just
seen that.
looking like girl, young job.
Yeah, I'm not kidding that.
I don't
And
know.
then lastly, before we start rounding up and wrapping up, I gotta go back to Kanye West, but I'm gonna switch. I'm talking about Noriega, Drink Champs, right? I
Yes.
understand that Kanye West made his conversation on his platform, but did he really need to apologize? Do y'all think? Do y'all think that he needed Mela, Jeff? Do y'all think that he needed to apologize? I don't understand why Nori
Kanye
apologized.
or
No,
Noriega?
Nori
No.
apologized.
He shouldn't have to apologize. I don't think he should have to apologize. It was raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying? So you just recording and playing you know, going with the
Their
flow.
real live opinion, right? That's
Right.
what the platform is for. Is for you to state your opinion. Why are you apologizing, Nori? Like I didn't get that. I'm still a drink champs. Yes, love his
Yes.
interview style.
Yes.
All of that. They make it. They make it very interesting. I love
Girl,
the
look,
people on there.
people get that drink and say whatever.
Yeah. Mela said she don't think so. She don't think that he should have apologized. I don't think that he
Right.
should have.
Me either.
Um,
You're right, Mela. He shouldn't have had to apologize.
yeah, he
But
did.
I'm
He shouldn't have.
thinking because of his platform, he apologizing for maybe having that controversy on his show. He didn't know. Um,
But
I
his show is for controversy because it's drink champs.
right. Revoke. Yeah,
Yeah,
revoke. Yeah, I think so. I think
I
so.
agree too. I agree too, Jeff. You are so right, huh?
Yeah.
Because being as though when like Nori said, he said Puff called him and said, "Well, did you let him say something about me?" That was a pressure because he's probably never asked him that or even cared about that before, right?
Right.
And so they took it down. But why are y'all taking stuff down? What is a major
Yes.
point? Vlad don't never apologize.
No. No.
Vlad dogs, Farrakhan, all that. He
Everybody. Yeah.
says what he wants to say on his platform. Why are
Exactly.
you apologizing? You ain't in control of this.
Right.
I'm in control of this.
Yep. Your own
You
self.
not.
You're in control of your own self.
So
Yeah.
when me and you talk often every week and in our little clips. You ain't
Right.
in agreement of everything I say. You're not a
No.
yes girl, do girl, none of that.
Right.
So why you're not gonna apologize for what you say? I am not either. What if you said it, you said it. Ain't no backpedaling. Once it's out there,
Right.
it's over with.
Yep.
Now if I record you on a private conversation, I might
Yeah.
apologize for that.
Exactly.
If I'm down bad and saying stuff that I don't got no business in a private conversation and it got out, okay.
Yeah.
But you said what you said right there in front.
Mhm.
I don't got control. I can't apologize for you.
No. You're right.
I mean when you start doing that, then you're gonna be all over the place. You're gonna have to keep doing it.
Hmm.
Because somebody is gonna be slick and come on there just to be dirty and say stuff that they shouldn't
Right.
because you got this big platform. Nori and them is winning heavy.
Yes, they
They
are.
running the plot. They running the podcast
Field.
platform as far as
Yes, they
black
are.
people, right? As far as the culture, they're
Yep.
going hard on, and everybody from every age is loving it.
Yes,
You
they
know
are.
somebody's trying to come in and take their spot. So now, like I said, when you get to starting apologizing, you're gonna have to keep doing it because somebody else is gonna come in and be dirty and say
Y'all
foul
can do
stuff
the same
just to
thing.
see if you're gonna do that for them.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be a back and forth. You just watch what I say. You watch what I say.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and you're right, Jeff. He does not backtrack, but he did though. And now it's like you
And he
got
took it down.
now you got Whack 100. You got him saying the same thing we're saying. Like, why did you do that? Like you super solid. You so solid. Now you're coming off as, wow, man. Why'd you do that? You know what? You know somebody that I respect that did not apologize, and they're not even friends right now. But he been 1,000 about it.
Oh,
When Fat Joe said that Irv Gotti was a sucker
yeah,
for disrespecting Ashanti
yeah,
and telling us their business, he been around him and them this whole time, and he
yeah.
never knew that they was a thing.
Right.
He found out just like we did. He said he was a clown
Yeah.
for doing that. That was
But
sucker
you know
shit,
what?
right?
That's like different scenario. Different. That's between them. Kanye is going between, going against the big dogs. So
Right. Exactly.
it's a different
And
situation.
like Jeff said, they biting down on that ass. They biting down.
They
They
are.
biting down. So if they biting down, you know what? Just be quiet.
Just be
Just be
quiet.
quiet.
Yeah.
Just be quiet. That's it. Cause it's they ain't gonna take them off.
No, they're
You
not.
play. Hey, drink champs is like that. Champs is like that.
Mm-hmm.
they the big dogs too. They not
Yes.
gonna cancel them. So what did you do wrong? You didn't say nothing. He said something. How is he gonna stop
Yeah.
another grown man for talking?
Right.
You can't stop no grown man for saying nothing.
No, you can't. No, you can't. But yeah, he done got
Yeah,
us.
y'all, let me calm on down.
Calm down, calm down.
You can't stop nobody from saying what they want to say,
Yes. Oh
especially
my
when they grown.
God. Especially grown. You can't stop the kid from what they saying because they gonna speak their mind. Hey,
Okay.
thank you
Well,
guys for
y'all,
listening.
thanks, y'all.
And we are sponsored by Cashmere Lux Hair Products. And you can get our lovely products from www.cashmereluxhairsalon.com. Get your hair growth oil, shampoos, and conditioners. That's the bomb. It's going to grow your hair and keep it moisturized and hydrated. And then we have Lena Beans.
Body butter, beer juice,
Yes.
and sugar scrub. Oh, excuse me. www.lenasbodybutterplus.com.
And Bossed Up Beauty's Boutique, where we have waist trainers, body shapers, and activewear. Hit us
Hey,
up, www.bossedupbeauties.com. Thank you guys
like,
for
share, leave a
listening.
comment.
Yes. Good night, guys.